All right, welcome everyone to the Daily High. I will be your only host, Tone Vase. Nasty flu going around Japan, and Matt and his family are recovering. All right, bringing the show a little bit later. I was doing a cold plunge this morning. I am at a health and wellness retreat in Mayaquita, which is in Isla Mujeres, Mexico. We'll probably do more of these little health and wellness retreats. We'll do some in Roatan. We'll do more here, maybe some in El Salvador. So there's got to be, we'll get something going on that, but having a great time. And this is going to be a speed run of the price of Bitcoin. Nothing interesting at all on the monthly chart. Very little interesting things happening on the weekly chart, just like the monthly. The weekly is still in a bearish trend. It looks like we will not make it to an MRI buy on a weekly, which is fine, but you have a wall of resistance at 103. We are looking at a dead cat bounce right now in Bitcoin. We broke the first area of resistance, which is the 20-period moving average. We have this upwards sloping channel inside a downwards sloping channel. Yesterday's price hit the very top of both of these channels and got rejected. Do we have a shot at breaking not breaking the downside and going back to the top of this dead cat bounce channel and meeting the 50-period moving average? I think we have a good chance at this. Would be interesting if we can keep rising and then hit the MRI top. If this is candle number 2, then we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right around there is the MRI top. Let's see if we can make it to an MRI top near the top of the channel around December 17. That would be interesting. I would adjust these arrows. I'll adjust them now a bit. And then the ultimate resistance is going to be between 100 and 105. That's where you have the MRI resistance line. That's where you have the 128-day moving average, even the 200 moving average. And the prior area of breakdown is massive resistance at the beginning of this of this box. Lots of resistance there. Let's see if Bitcoin can tackle it. But first steps first, it's got to break the 50 period. Short-term chart. This is my best fit line. We are looking good. We broke above it for the second time. I think chances are good that we are going to rally. I see in the comments that Jerome Powell is supposed to speak today. I don't think there is a Fed announcement today. I guess he's just going to speak. December 10. Oh, it is today. No shit. Holy shit. We got a Fed. We got the interest rate coming up. Yeah, but nothing's going to happen. Yeah, look, there is an 86% chance that they're going to lower the interest rate. Okay, I'm part of this health and wellness retreat. I will not be in front of the markets in a few hours, but this is going to be interesting. It doesn't feel like the Fed should be lowering the rate. So if the Fed doesn't lower the rate, the markets are going to crash. Absolutely crash. But if the Fed lowers the interest rate, then the markets won't do anything. It'll be business as usual. There's a 90% chance that they're going to lower the interest rate. I guess Powell doesn't want to be fired. There's really no reason to lower the interest rate. The stock market is near an all-time high. Why are we lowering the interest rate? I don't understand. I am completely baffled by this. Lowering the interest rate is a tool to help fight inflation, which, according to the Trump administration, we don't have. It is also a tool to stimulate the economy because the economy is collapsing. But that's not happening either, and the stock market is at an all-time high. So why are we lowering the interest rate? Can someone answer me this one simple question? The stock market, oh wow, we had a weekly high close. The stock market is 0.5%. It's 1% from its all-time swing high, but it's only 1/3% from its all-time weekly close. So what the fuck? This is a very puzzling situation. I can tell you 100 reasons as to why the interest rate should be increased, but I can't tell you a single reason other than Trump wants the interest rate lower and he's going to get the interest rate lower one way or another. So that's a very, very interesting situation. The interest rate lowering is already priced in. So anything other than that would crash the markets. I would be nervous being long right now in the market. I would be nervous being long because there isn't much that Powell can do or say that's going to jack the market higher. Unless he lowers it by 50 basis points, which I don't think he will. Gold is on a third consecutive MRI top. Weekly, we're consolidating. Silver is pulling back, but we are over 60. Silver hit a new all-time high this morning. I'm preparing to go short silver again in the near future. I'm surprised the gold-silver ratio is this low. We already discussed the stock market. I mean, if you lower the interest rate to 1% while the stock market is rising, what are you going to do when there is a recession in the economy? What are you going to do when markets crash? Do you no longer have the interest rate to stimulate the economy? So what do? You print money. But right now, you can avoid printing money. Well, in the future, you can avoid printing money by lowering the interest rate. But if you lower it for no reason, then the only thing you can do to stimulate the economy is to print money and hand it out, which creates inflation. It's just stupidity on top of stupidity. Negative interest rates. No, you can't have negative interest rates. Something Nouriel Roubini never understood. You can't have negative interest rates. People will pull their money out of the bank. All right, guys. That's it for me. We'll keep an eye on Powell today. If something crazy happens, maybe I'll find time and jump on again. The argument is the job market. What's wrong with the job market? According to Trump, where everyone's employed. Again, Trump can't have it both ways. I'm in Mexico, so it's telling me Mexico. 4.4%. That's a good unemployment rate. I mean, historically, we're doing fine. I mean, the unemployment rate was 4% at the height of the dot-com bubble. And the unemployment was 4.4. It got as low as 4.4 before the real estate crisis. And the unemployment was the best in its history at 3.3 or something, 3.5, right before the pandemic. And we were back to 3.5, and now it's, 4.4. So 4.4 is not bad. Historically, that's excellent. I mean, between 1970 and 1998, we didn't have 4.4. Like that's lower than 30 years of history, 30 years of American history, right? From 1970 up until almost the year 2000, we were above 4.4. Like that's basically 99, like December 98, right? So January 99, so 29 years. So why are you lowering the interest rate? What, to stimulate more jobs? We're literally near the all-time lows in unemployment rate. Do I believe the numbers? No, I don't believe the numbers, but that's the thing, right? If you're gonna justify the lowering of the interest rate, you need to provide true numbers, right? You can't provide fake numbers and then say we need to lower the interest rate. You can't have it. That's what I mean. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. Trump can't say we stopped all drugs across the border, but we need to blow up boats that are smuggling drugs into the US. You can't have this contradiction. Either the United States has a problem with their border to justify blowing up boats, or you don't, right? Either the economy has a problem and you have to lower the interest rate, or the economy is great and you should raise the interest rate. You can't have it both ways. You can't claim by your statements and your numbers that the economy is great, but you need to lower the interest rate because the economy is not great. You got to pick one. You can't have it both ways, right? If they're lying about the numbers, then the unemployment rate should be like 6%, right? And the inflation rate should be like 7%. And then sure, and then I'll agree that we need to raise the interest rate to justify that, right? But if the numbers are great and every press conference we're the best we've been in 180 years, why are you lowering the interest rate? All right, guys, we have a gym session at our health and wellness event. I'm going to get going. Thank you all for watching. See you all